Welcome back, everyone, for Week 5 of the 2016 NFL season. I went 2-2 with my ATS picks last week. A couple of sloppy games were played by some sloppy teams. We're going to avoid them this week. We're going to concentrate on the better teams. Here are the picks. The first game we're going to look at, and why not? The Houston Texans go to Minnesota, where my Vikings are 6-point favorites at home. The Vikings continue their remarkable run against the spread. Going back to last year, I believe we are 18-3 against the spread, doing it with a defense that a lot of people still don't know about, and a quarterback that nobody believes in, Sam Bradford. The Vikings were able to stop another very good quarterback on Monday night. That was Eli Manning. Before that, it was Cam Newton, and before that, Aaron Rodgers. Three very good quarterbacks. Brock Osweiler comes to town, and he's a step down from the other three, let's face it. The Texans do have a very good defense. They will be without J.J. Watt, the best defender in the league. Last year, the Carolina Panthers went 15-1, and every year there's a team that seems to do that. I'm going to say I'm a homer, but the Vikings are probably going to be that team this year, and you should keep betting on them until they don't cover the spread. 6 points under a touchdown is very doable. So let's lay the points, and let's take the Minnesota Vikings -6. The second game we're going to look at has the Atlanta Falcons going to Denver, where the defending champion Broncos are 5.5-point favorites at home. Wow, Atlanta really blew the doors off of Carolina's defense last week. You could kind of see that happening there. The Panthers aren't quite the same defensively. They let all of their cornerbacks from last year go, including Josh Norman, maybe the best in the league. Now they're going to go to Denver, where it's a quantum leap up in defense, led by Aqib Talib and Von Miller. The Atlanta Falcons, I think, are leading the league in scoring, but they have played a suspect Carolina team. I think they played Oakland and maybe the Saints. It's back to reality for Atlanta, I believe. The Denver Broncos might actually be better than last year, and it's under a touchdown. So let's lay the points. Let's take Denver -5.5. The third game we're going to look at has the Buffalo Bills going to Los Angeles, where the Rams are 2.5-point favorites at home. The Bills shocked the world last week, beating the Patriots in New England, shutting them out actually. With a spread of 2.5, it's basically a pick'em game. You're asking Buffalo to win back-to-back on the road. They are traveling from one corner of the country to the other. The Rams have been playing very well so far with a record of 3-1. Very good for a Jeff Fisher team. I think they finally turned the corner with that franchise, and they are on their way up. 2.5 points is a very low number, so let's lay those points. Let's take the Rams -2.5. Also in that game, the total is 39.5. The Rams have only played one game at home. It was that 9-3 or 9-6 game against Seattle. Very few points. And the two games that the Bills have played on the road, I think they're averaging about 15 points. I think this will be a very low-scoring game, so let's take under the 39.5. And the fourth game we're going to look at has the Cincinnati Bengals going to Dallas, where the Cowboys are actually 1-point dogs at home. Cincinnati just isn't quite the same as last year offensively. They lost their second and third wide receivers, Marvin Jones and Emmanuel Sanu. A bit of a loss there. Also, they're missing tight end Tyler Eifert, and he's the guy that, when they're in the red zone, he gets the touchdowns. The Bengals have had to settle for a lot of field goals this year, and that might not be enough against a Dallas offense that's really rolling behind the two rookies, at quarterback and running back, with that good offensive line. I like Dallas to win this game, plus you get the point. So let's take Dallas +1. Here's my Let's Take the Man's Money parlay play for this week. We'll take the Minnesota Vikings -6. We'll take the Denver Broncos -5.5. We'll take Los Angeles Rams -2.5. And in that Bills-Rams game, we'll take the under 39.5. We'll also take the Dallas Cowboys on the money line, and let's throw in the Philadelphia Eagles on the money line. A $25 bet will get us $634.92. Here are my straight-up picks for this week. Here's our weekly update for the gioknows Awards. In the straight-up pool, Bridgewater's Finest is building a lead at 42. Three back are Hang with Sean and Matty Ice at 39. While in the against the spread pool, TP Professional continues to lead with 37, followed by Bridgewater's Finest and Half Moon's Picks, both at 35. Okay, those are my picks for this week. Good luck to you. Make sure you follow us on the Facebook page. The page continues to grow. More people are coming with different ideas, different videos, a lot of help for your fantasy football leagues. So make sure you drop by. I'll leave the link below. Okay, for the gioknows YouTube channel, I am Gio. Let's take the man's money.